Hey, how's it going, you guys? My name is Chris, and welcome to Road to LA with Chris. And I don't know about you, but when you guys think of K-pop, what do you guys think of? BTS, Scary Kids, Black and Pink, EXO? And in this video, I actually get to work with a new K-pop group called Cordis, who's supposed to be the new up-and-coming K-pop group, and it's supposed to be basically the next BTS, which is pretty awesome. So how I got onto this was the night before. I had previously, submitted the audition tape and everything. And the night before I was going through it, and then on the call sheet, it said New York. And I'm like, wait, I don't remember applying for any New York places. I mean, granted, I applied to a couple other states and everything, but primarily it's mostly California. And so I'm like, this doesn't make sense. It says New York on there. I have to be there tomorrow. I'm like, okay, I could get a plane ticket and everything else. But then I re-looked at the email, and then it said Universal Studios, New York back lot. And I was like, oh, it makes so much more sense now. So what's interesting is even though I've grown up in California, I've actually never gone to Universal Studios prior to me being on this music video, which is kind of interesting, kind of fun fact. Kind of sad at the same time that I've never been a Universal, the actual theme park and everything else. But anyways, like I said, I got to be on this back lot of Universal, and they filmed so many movies here and TV shows like How I Met Your Mother, Spider-Man, and pretty much a lot of the New York shots that you see are actually filmed here on the back lot of Universal. It was a pretty cool time and everything going there, and you're like, oh man, I've actually went to New York back in 2016, and I was like, okay, this kind of has a look and feel of New York. Definitely a lot cleaner, unfortunately, than what New York actually looks like and feels like, in my opinion. And a lot of less taxis and everything else too, less craziness. But anyway, so they did the music video here at the New York back lot and everything. Originally, I was supposed to get casted as the Uber driver. So initially they thought I was gonna be driving my car and be driving the guys around in the back of the car and everything. But then I had also applied to be the guitarist. If you guys didn't know, I also play guitar. And so I was gonna be playing the guitar on a street corner was one of the other things. And so neither one of those ended up happening. And then they're like, okay, the day I got there, walk up, they're like, okay, we're gonna have you be a Uber driver, but you're gonna be riding a bike. Okay, cool deal, right? So anyways, they call everybody, the extras and the background people and everything for the shoot. And they kind of position us, and he's like, all right, I want you to go ahead and just sit here at this pizza stand kind of thing and just be reading the menu. And so anyways, they did a couple rehearsal takes and everything of that. Then they're like, nope, we don't want you there. We want you to sit right here at the street corner, basically being the magazine sales guy and everything like that. So that's how I ended up putting into that position, which is pretty cool. Side note also too, during this, Martin, who's actually one of the tallest one, kind of wearing the orange, has the orangest hair and everything. He's only 16 years old, by the way, but he was kind of hanging out there. So me and him just started talking to each other and just getting to know him a little better, and with his English, and just kind of just talking about the group and talking about what they're doing for the full week and everything that they're there. So I got to have this really cool conversation. And then when they moved me over to the newspaper stand, which was really cool, James, who's the other guy with the orange hair, basically comes around to the pole. And then basically me and him made up this handshake and everything that originally we did off script, off when they weren't shooting and everything like that originally. And then the director was like, oh, let's add that in. You guys actually doing your handshake thing and everything. So then I was like, okay, cool. And then basically we were fist bumping in between takes and everything, good job kind of thing. And then they actually added a couple of them into the video too, which is kind of cool. But anyways, this is a really fun time just being part of Cortis Go. What do they call it? The rehearsal video. So initially when I got to there, and after the filming of it all and everything, I thought this was going to be the actual music video of their song Go. But what had happened was their official video ended up being, when it came out, it was basically of them going around LA to all the different spots in LA and kind of doing their music video there. So when that video came out, I was like, oh, that's a bummer. We spent the whole entire day at the Universal Studios basically filming the same song, and then it doesn't end up coming out and everything. So it's okay, whatever, it is what it is. You get your hopes up that you're going to be in a video, then they end up changing the whole direction of it. But then the very next day they end up coming out with their what they call it, the rehearsal video, not the rehearsal video, but the choreography video of it all, or the concept video. And then it ends up being us at New York and everything, and then me being in these different shots and everything. So it all ended up working out, in my opinion, for the better. But anyways, you just never know in this industry what they're gonna keep, what they're gonna get rid of, or just completely change their mind, or if you're even gonna be in the video. But in this case, it all ended up working out. So anyways, I hope you guys like this video. And can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, and I'll see you later. Peace.